Boas pessoal, aqui vamos agora então para aqui terça-feira, para mais um dia. Ontem conseguimos passar este patamar, passar a banca final do dia acima dos 80, o que acabei por fazer um levantamento de 40 e para hoje vamos aqui para o patamar 3, onde não vou começar com uma banca de 40, mas vou começar com uma banca de 54, foi o que sobrou, acima dos 80, e até chegar aos 100 com uma stake de 4 euros. Vamos lá ver como é que isto corre, como é que reage às perdas. Isto é sempre uma questão de ver como se reage às perdas e se consigo nos ganhos não fechar mais cedo, por já estar a conseguir X dinheiro que estava habituado a conseguir com 3 euros. Vamos ver agora como é que eu me adapto. Por isso, vamos lá, falta 10 minutos. Vamos lá, com força.
Play.
Towards the back of the field. Early on, it's just going to be Golden Age, very narrowly in front of the white-faced favourite Al Madrina, who's already won the Best Turned Out award. Elegant Erin off to the right of those, green jacket and red sleeves, and then comes 6 till 12, white and red jacket, blue and white cap. Then on the left is Noble Peace in the yellow, red jacket hidden away as He's Our Star towards the running rail. He's next to Dr. Jekyll, who's lost a couple of places there. Day Trader, multicoloured stripes is next. Carter Vellion, black and red stripes is the back marker. She has to be chased along a bit. Fume is about a length ahead of her. So they make their way past halfway, heading down to the final 3 furlongs. Al Madrina and Golden Age are the leading pair. They've got about a length and a half advantage over 6 till 12 in the white jacket on the left is now coming promisingly into it. Elegant Erin behind these from He's Our Star and Dr. Jekyll, and then came Noble Peace and Day Trader as they begin the run uphill now towards the closing stages. 2 furlongs to go. Al Madrina has the advantage to Elegant Erin. Day Trader there as well as He's Our Star. 3 from the right. On the left is 6 till 12 with a big challenge. And behind those, Carter Vellion, who's really staying on strongly. Al Madrina, Day Trader, Carter Vellion coming with every stride here with Reese Cutterbuck. And it is Carter Vellion who gets up. Must love this track. Second place to Ardrina. Then came Day Trader and they raced away, coming away, Montes in. Just
Market in play.
Towards the back of the field early on. Where did it all go wrong is slow into stride and is last of all. Productive in red and the grey horse, which is Winter Snowdrop, are the first 2 to show. With Mildine Felix, pink sleeve jacket going through into second place, and Bojest in dark colours is behind this. And they're followed by the nose-banded Dove Divine, who's pulling fiercely in blue and pink, and then On the Nod in white and dark blue colours. Miriam's way behind this, and then Spanish Persuader, followed by the green colours of Sonatina. She's going to be about 2/3 of the way down the field, maybe 3/4 of the way down the field early on. Toofy, the best turned out winner in the stripes, is next. The Warrior, colour change, black jacket towards the rear of the field, and the yellow blinkers of Where Did It All Go Wrong is the back marker. On the extreme left is Montezin, who started slightly awkwardly, but is passing a fair few rivals at this stage. They're down past halfway, and it's still Productive who leads, chased by the pink sleeves of Mildine Felix. On the nod against the running rail in 3rd position, Winter Snowdrop is next, and then Bojest. Behind this is Montes in, and then comes Dove Divine against the inner running rail. Miriam's behind this, Miriam's way behind this, and then Spanish Persuader and Carrera, and then comes the Warrior and Toofy. Sonatina, green jacket on the right, that's got a lot to plus. And Where Did It All Go Wrong is the back marker, but they're uphill towards home now. Here's Bojest in the black, Holly Doyle, Productive on the right. Between the pair then is Dove Divine, Toofy on the extreme right trying to make a challenge. Where Did It All Go Wrong? And Sonatina in the green, covering good ground late on. And as they head down towards the last furlong, Sonatina finishing strongly to try and get to Dove Design. Toofy in the stripes against the running rail. Productive is there as well. Toofy at the moment in front. They come to the line. Toofy just a Productive. Sonatina, Dove Divine. And
Market suspended.
Quartet setting out. And as they begin, the extreme left is Arenas del Tiempo, who goes through to have the advantage, being a little bit keen in the early part of the race. The light blue colours is Celestial Point, who would be a good 3, 4, maybe now 5 lengths behind in second place as they complete their first 2 furlongs. Bookmark is next. She's a couple of lengths behind Celestial Point. The 3 fillies in front, the one gelding Smoky Malone, green jacket for Dylan Hogan is the back marker then of the quartet as they make their way down now inside the final 7 furlongs and heading down quickly on towards halfway. So Holly Doyle on Arenas del Tiempo continues to have the advantage. Celestial Point, Reese Clutterbuck in the light blue colours right in behind the leader. And then comes Callum Shepherd to the left, the scarlet sleeves on Bookmark, her first start of the season. She's running in 3rd place. Smoky Malone bidding to follow up a win at Nottingham a couple of weeks ago. Green Jacket is still the back marker of the quartet as they're heading inside the last half mile. And the run down towards the home straight. There's only going to be about 6 lengths at most first to last. Arenas del Tiempo, longest priced, has the lead. Now Bookmark making her move on the left there, taking a little wide of the others. One from the right is Celestial Point. The green of Smoky Malone is still the back marker of the quartet as they race down between the 3 and 2 markers. And still on the right, Arenas del Tiempo has the advantage. Now the light blue of Celestial Point attempting to make a challenge. Bookmark on the left and then Smoky Malone on the right. They head to the last furlong. Arenas del Tiempo joined by Celestial Point in the light blue, who's struggling though to get past, so that's the outsider of 4. Arenas del Tiempo and Holly Doyle in front and are gonna make all. Arenas del Tiempo is the winner. They're off. Get away.
Market in play.
The white jacket of Run Forest Run is out well. So also in red is Paymaster, and in mauve Saunton, who goes through to be the overall leader. Favourites 1 from the left, Covert Mission. The blue of Starry B is on the extreme left. In behind these Lunar Girls, a bit short of room, and keen in green and white against the running rail. They are then followed through by MJ23 in dark blue colours, and then comes Granary Queen, who's up round the outside of Bay Beret. Best turned out winner Banner Girl is 2 lengths behind the others and the back markers. They get to halfway. In red, Paymaster. To the right, the black cap is Saunton. Then Covert Mission, the left, and on the right, Run Forest Run in 3rd and 4th places. Behind these, Lunar Gold and Starry B, and then MJ23. Granary Queen, the extreme left behind those, and then comes Bay Beret, and they're followed in then by Banner Girl as they head down now to the closing stages. And Saunton with Run Forest Run in the white jacket is the leader here as they approach the last furlong. Behind those is Covert Mission, and then comes Paymaster. Against the far side running rail is Banner Girl with a good late effort. Run Forest Run is in front though as they come to the line. Run Forest Run is the winner. Second, close. Rather got in the way of Wiley Post there with the green headgear, and the black jacket of It Must Be Faith is fractionally the back marker as they charge down the hill. On the right, Aish, on the left is Shamson. This pair together, length off from an orange jacket, and Minhaj is very narrowly in 3rd position over Wiley Post, who's got the blinkers on the extreme left, and then the black jacket of It Must Be Faith at the rear, heading down past halfway. 2 furlongs to go, and the 3-year-old Aish making the best of her way home as Minhaj on the right in the orange comes to challenge. It Must Be Faith on the extreme right, Shamson on the left, and they're well clear now from Wiley Post. And Aish, the 3-year-old, she's holding the older horses at the moment. It's Aish and Ray Dawson in front and are going to make most of it to win. Minhaj
Furlongs Once Upon a River disputes the lead with Nyla Rowe and Cantor's Well Red Cap. Followed the end of the first furlong by Fiach McHugh. A couple of lengths back to Minister of War and Verbal Sparring. As they continue down the back straight, Magnifico's last of the 7. In front is Once Upon a River, going on just over a length in front of Nyla Rowe and Cantor's Well. And then Minister of War and Fiach McHugh, who's followed out of the back straight by Verbal Sparring, and Magnifico remains last of the 7. Heading on to the 4 furlong point, and it's Once Upon a River and Colin Keane in the lead. Followed towards halfway, and the home turn by Cantor's Well, who's improved to go into 2nd place, Shane Cross, and then Nyla Rua and Sam Ewing as they come into the straight, 3 furlongs to go. Behind them is Minister of War and Fiach McHugh, Verbal Sparring and Magnifico racing to the final 2 furlongs, and it's Once Upon a River slipping away from the other 6 with a furlong and a half to go, and it's Once Upon a River out in front from Cantor's Well and then Minister of War. Fiach McHugh is on the outside, waiting is Nyla Rua, then Verbal Sparring and Magnifico racing inside the final furlong, and it's Once Upon a River by 5 lengths. Cantor's Well second, Minister of War in third. At furlongs again, Pilot Last broke smartly with Zumarada prominent on the outside, and racing through to pick it up is Ole Bonita. Heading the end of the first furlong, and Ole Bonita stretches on a good 3.5 in front of Pirate Lass. And they're followed by Zumarada and Strange Times. After them is Fly Girl and Affables on the inside as they're soon about to come off the back straight. In the lead is Ole Bonita. 3 in front of Pirate Lass as they head for the 4. Zumarada's in third and Strange Times is fourth. Behind them is Take My Hand and Affable. Fly Girl is next as they continue their progress towards the halfway stage. Sister Lola next, and then Faraway Dreams and Sideshow Bob. The 10 fillies turn into the straight in the Property Partners Early Auctioneers Roscommon Fillies Handicap, and it's Ola Bonita by a good 4 lengths straightening up with less than 3 to go. Zumarada with the nose band on the outside joins Pirate Lass for the second spot, then Strange Times and Affable. Fly Girl next, then Take My Hand. Sister Lola and Sideshow Bob and Faraway Dreams inside the 2 they come, and it's Ola Bonita with a reduced advantage of a couple of lengths over Zumarada. Pirate Lass. Affable has switched from the rail to the center of the track and is staying on as they meet rising ground to the final 150 yards. It's Ola Bonita from Affable who's trying to throw down the last challenge, then Pirate Lass running to the finish. It's Ola Bonita and Affable who's getting up. Affable gets up to touch off.
Market in
The
play.
opening race, the join Racing TV Now, Novices Chase. They'll jump 17 fences, 5 of them, Ballymoy and Rhythm is a Dancer, the first 2 to show. And all getting over it safely. Rhythm is a Dancer just brushed through it, and the near side Baby Tackle in the orange is also handy. Over on the far side, a white sheepskin noseband, the Bull McCabe, and Premier de Troyes is the early back marker as they get to the water, which they will take twice in this race, and all over that one okay. Number 2 heading on towards the third, and Harry Cobden and Rhythm is a Dancer, yellow with the red sash. Getting over this next one, the Bull McCabe on the inside, and Baby Tackle and Shane Quinlan on the outer. Ballymoy is in 4th place, and the horse who just edged out Ballymoy at Newton Abbot earlier this month, Premier de Troyes, is last of the 5 under Ben Post as they've taken the turn at the end of the home straight and heading to the first of 2 fences on the side, with Rhythm is a Dancer to the Bull McCabe, and Baby Tackle wasn't very convincing at that on the outer. Then Darryl Jacob and Ballymoy, and Premier de Troyes is last of the 5 as they head on towards their 5th fence of the 17 that they're going to jump. The Bull McCabe, Rhythm is a Dancer, all 5 taking that fine, with Ballymoy just encouraged slightly closer on the heels of the leaders, with Premier de Troyes on his inside, and Baby Tackle, the big outsider, has dropped back to be last of the 5 as they head into the back straight. A plain fence, open ditch, and a further plain fence waiting for them here, and almost matching strides. Rhythm is a Dancer on the outside of the Bull McCabe. It's 2.5 then to Ballymoy in third. Here's the first fence in the back. Harry Cobden asks Rhythm is a Dancer up and jumps it well with the Bull McCabe, and then Ballymoy, Premier de Troyes and Baby Tackle heading towards a ditch. This is number 7. Getting into this one, the Bull McCabe just slightly quicker than Rhythm is a Dancer over it. Not much to choose between them as they are about to head up and over the mound, with Ballymoy in third position. Both Ballymoy and Premier de Troyes carrying big penalties today, giving weight away to the other 3. And they come to the one at the bottom of the hill going down the back straight, and all taking that one all right, with the Bull McCabe, Caron Geffings on the inside of Harry Cobden and Rhythm is a Dancer, with Ballymoy wearing that dark pair of cheek pieces for the first time tonight in third position, a winner of 9 of his 24 races. Excellent strike rate, won big prizes as a hurdler at Sandown and Ascot, and now bidding for a 4th win over the bigger obstacles. In third position, with Premier de Troyes just in behind on his inner, and Baby Tackle is last of them. As they completed the circuit, head towards fence number 9. Rhythm is a Dancer, And the Bull McCabe, and a mistake there from Premier de Troyes. Came down quite steeply and pecked on landing. Lost a little bit of ground with Ballymoy in third as they come to the water for the last time in this race. It's 10 of the 17. The Bull McCabe landing just in front of Rhythm is a Dancer. And then Ballymoy with Premier de Troyes quite close to his old rival again. They're cutting Baby Taggle adrift. This is number 11. Good jump by Rhythm is a Dancer on the outside of the Bull McCabe. These are still disputing the leads with Ballymoy on the inside of Premier de Troyes. Getting around that bend and running away from us once more, heading to fence number 12. Baby Taggle's about 10 lengths behind the other four now. The Bull McCabe on the inside of Rhythm is a Dancer, coming to the next one. And the Bull McCabe just went out to the left. Rhythm is a Dancer in second position. Ballymoy and Premier de Troyes are both close up in behind. They come to this final one before heading into the back straight. The Bull McCabe, it's hard to fault either of them there with Rhythm is a Dancer. Ballymoy, Premier de Troyes in behind, and they are well clear of Baby Taggle. So 4 left to jump in the opener. The Join Racing TV Now Novices Chase. The Bull McCabe just going on a stride there by a little over a length to Rhythm is a Dancer in second. Leaders won here twice over hurdles. Second having his first run for about 10 months. Premier de Troyes motoring in third place. Needs a good jump here. Gets one under Ben Post. Ballymoy is in fourth position, but there's only 2 lengths separating the first 4. Heading to 3 out. The final ditch, the Bull McCabe on the inside. Rhythm is a Dancer delivered a good leap there. Premier de Troyes on the outer. Ballymoy is back on the inside of Premier de Troyes again as they now run down towards the second last, fence number 16. And it's the Bull McCabe just squeezed along on the outside. Rhythm is a Dancer. Premier de Troyes and Ballymoy getting over 2 out there. And the Bull McCabe still holds the initiative as they run towards the home turn. Rhythm is a Dancer is in second. Both Jacob and Post are working on their mounts. Ballymoy and Premier de Troyes in third and fourth. 3 lengths separate 4 of them. The Bull McCabe in front as they turn for home and head down towards the last. Rhythm is a Dancer stoked up again by Cobden in second. Ballymoy and Darryl Jacob switching to the inside. Premier de Troyes needs to find a bit more as they run down towards the last there. And now the Bull McCabe with a challenger on either side. Ballymoy is delivering his run on the near side. Rhythm is a Dancer. Ballymoy got in close and fell. Hampered Premier de Troyes. And as they run up towards the line, Rhythm is a Dancer has gone on. And Rhythm is a Dancer is striding clear of the Bull McCabe, who's hanging fire on the flats.
All the frontline workers apprentice handicap over 7 furlongs, and it's approached cautiously the first to show in front, followed by hands down the top weight What a Feeling and Sanctuary Place. Next is Tennessee Waltz, the inside of Max Dilemma, and then Miss Cunning and Stormy Jen and Dynamite and Intervention and Our Patron Saint. They've covered almost 2 furlongs, and on settling down, it's approached cautiously going along in the lead with What a Feeling improving to slipstream the leader. And then hands down and Max Dilemma and Sanctuary Place and Tennessee Waltz next on the inside as they reach the final 4 furlongs. Miss Cunning is next, and then Stormy Jen heading for the halfway point, and it's approached cautiously and Siobhan Rutledge in front of What a Feeling and Luke McAteer in second, and then hands down Wesley Joyce third. Sanctuary Place is next, and these are followed round the home turn by Max Dilemma. Straightening with less than 3 to go. Approach cautiously from What a Feeling trying to challenge. Then hands down Max Dilemma. Stormy Jen makes ground in the center of the track. These are followed by Sanctuary Place and Tennessee Waltz and Miss Cunning and Intervention and Dynamite, and tailing off is Our Patron Saint. Racing to the final furlong and a half, and What a Feeling one from the rail comes to hit the front. From approach cautiously and hands down, a couple of lengths back to Intervention, who's trying to stay on out wide. What a Feeling from approach cautiously, hands down, still with half a chance. They're racing up to the finish. It's What a Feeling in front under Luke McAteer. Second is approach cautiously.
Market suspended.
Gates back, blindfolds off, away they go.
In
Racing
play.
for Floyd's Turf Care and Weed Care Solutions handicap over the 7 furlong. Zest of Zambia and Havana Sunset a little bit slowly away. Good start from Handy Talk in the maroon headgear, the beige sleeve, just about the leader in the early stages. Also there in headgear Grandstand, the red blinkers, followed then towards the outside by Musseetier, the grey horse. Daisy's Edge is prominent as well in the white and maroon. They're then followed by Chica Bella, who's got the rail. Buried in midfield is Jaganori in the colour change. Then Wilfie, followed by Heir of York in the yellow and black colours. They're then followed by Star of Valor, the blue jacket. A bit back through the field at the moment, then Rock Warbler. And then Zest of Zambia is last but one at the moment as they make their way through towards towards halfway, and Havana Sunset's hardly gone a yard. Down towards the final 3 furlongs very shortly, and the leaders with Handy Talk out in front by length or so. To Daisy's edge, who's now being driven along. Grandstand is still on the scene. Chica Bella is looking for a run now, and has just now found a gap and begins to advance. There then followed by Daisy's edge, who's weakening, and then Wilfie's not finding a great deal. Here comes Star of Valor, the blue jacket, the sheepskin noseband, putting in a good late run. Handy Talk, the leader. Chica Bella, Star of Valor. These 3 have gone on from Grandstand and the rest down towards the closing stages inside the final furlong. Handy Talk, the leader. Star of Valor, though, is slowly but surely easing into the advantage. Handy Talk, the near side. Star of Valor, the far. Star of Valor is surging, though, over on the far side, and now goes on by a length or so. And Star of Valor's beaten Handy Talk.
Market suspended.
Baxalate's first chase tonight, the favourite. He's won the best turned out prize in the red, white, blue and yellow, just sitting in second place at the moment with the Crackers 90 on the outside. Escandash is just worse than midfield behind El Baracho as they get to the thirds, and a little bit novice there over that isolate, but stayed on 4 legs. The back 2, Blazer and Atlantic Storm, 4 times a winner at Stratford, and many fine runs in defeat as well. He is the early back marker under Charlie Hammond. In fact, it's just Blazer in last as they turn into the straight and head on towards their 4th. And after that, the water will be number 5, and it's Scardura and Sam Twiston-Davies on the 19 winner mark for the season, and his mount with ears pricked, about to measure up this next obstacle. El Baracho quite keen on the inside, just jumping that at a share of 4th. Henry Brooks trying to restrain him. In midfield, the Crackers 90 closest to the stands as Isolate sits in second, Cool well behind him. Here's the 5th, Scardura. Got over that in front of Isolate and Cool well. The Crackers 90, El Baracho, Aidan Coleman and Escandash, the yellow and green. Atlantic Storm, and finally Blazer. Scardura. Over that one in front. Cool well perhaps not producing his best leap. Just relegated to 4th there by the Crackers 90 and John O'Neill Jr. In 5th position, the yellow hat is El Baracho, a Worcester winner earlier this month, ahead of Escandash, Atlantic Storm, and they're dropping Blazer. Blazer's about 10 lengths behind the other 7 as they get to this next fence. Scardura, Isolate, Cool well. El Baracho on the inside, still tanking with the Crackers 90 on the outer. Escandash minding his own business in 6th. Likewise, Atlantic Storm 7th. And Blazer looks out of this. Scardura very neat at that. Again, Cool well wasn't the most convincing. Scardura is going to lead them past where they started. They've taken 8 of the 12. Isolate and Tom Cannon in 2nd. The Crackers 93rd. Then Cool well, El Baracho, Escandash and Atlantic Storm yet to try and play hands as they come towards their next. 3 in the back straight, 1 in the home straight to come. In the mauve and green, it is still Scardura in front of Isolate. And Cool well, another mistake with the Crackers 90 the outside. El Baracho being asked to get a bit closer. Atlantic Storm on the inner, and then Escandash. As they come to this last ditch, 3 out. Scardura's the boss of this at the moment, leading Isolate. El Baracho moves with a little bit of menace, has gone into 3rd. 3 lengths to Atlantic Storm trying to close in 4. The Crackers 90 and Cool well are weakening. Escandash has just gone past those 2, but he's still got plenty on. 2 out, Scardura, Isolate, El Baracho. Atlantic Storm 4, Escandash in 5, but 10 lengths behind the leader, Scardura. The top weight in front here, Isolate driven. El Baracho getting up on his inside to go into 2nd place, but he's got 3 or 4 to find with the leader, Scardura. Sam Twiston-Davies, all action in front here, riding for Neil Mulholland, coming down towards the 12th and final fence. Can El Baracho get close enough in 2nd place? He's still about 4 lengths adrift. Then Isolate and Atlantic Storm plugging on, but Scardura's only got to jump the last to win. Scardura is over 5 clear. El Baracho lands in 2nd place, is trying to close the leader down, but Scardura, driven right out to the line, has made just about all here to win.
Market in play.
Phillies Hope blew the start. First to show in front is King's View, heading down the back straight, is followed by Monsieur Beam, Dinah Kite, racing up to the leaders, Miss Florentine, then Tan Seek, and If You Have a Minute, Majestic Matriarch. They're followed on settling down by Plum Perfect. And the lead is King's View, and this the 2nd division of the Thanks to All the Frontline Workers Apprentice Handicap. King's View tracked by Miss Florentine, Majestic Matriarch is improved. Then Monsieur Beam, the green cap, and in between horses, If You Have a Minute, running the rail is Tan Seek, then Dinah Kite. Plum Perfect, a few lengths in front of Matt Cliff as they head for the halfway stage. Trade Talks is next. Heading towards the home turn, and it's Kingsview, Monsieur Beam, Miss Florentine. These three followed by a Majestic Matriarch and Tan Seek and Plum Perfect. If you have a minute, and Dinah Kite, and they're followed by Catty Man. Next is McCliff and Philly's Hope, and In the Attic, and Trade Talks has dropped right out of contention. Racing on to the final 2 furlongs, and is Kingsview from Miss Florentine challenging one off the rail. Then Monsieur Beam, Tan Seek, Dinah Kite, Majestic Matriarch is next. They're followed by Plum Perfect. Miss Florentine hits the front. Racing to the final furlong, it's Miss Florentine in the lead from Kingsview, then Monsieur Beam, Tansig, Dinah Kite. In front is Miss Florentine and Mikey Sheehy. They're going to win here by going away 2.5 lengths. If not 3,
Market
Kingsview
suspend.
second.
Market in play.
Bettingsites.limited.uk restricted maiden stakes over the 7 furlongs. True Company could have been quicker as well. Dove's Cry, the purple jacket, is prominent. So too Fallen Hearts in the red and yellow. Also there is Marsh Benham in the red and dark blue, and Strozzi in the dark blue and yellow with a sheepskin noseband make up the first wave. They're then followed by the Stripes of Alaskan Wind, and then Bondi Man, the big white face. They're then followed by Forever Bright in the check jacket, then Quick Draw McGraw and Limited, followed then by True Company. Then Monk Moor followed then towards the rear of the field by Driven Along Lark Lane, and Mystical Music is at the rear of the field. Down towards the halfway point and past it now. Travelling strongly on the sharp end is Marsh Benham, leads by a length to a length and a half. To Strozzi in second, followed then by Fallen Hearts in third. Dove's Cry, the purple jacket, now just being driven along a little bit. Alaskan Wind is travelling strongly towards the outside there in the stripes. They're then followed by Quick Draw McGraw, Forever Bright, and the rest. Down towards the final 2 furlongs they go, and it's Marsh Benham with the rail to help who leads. To Strozzi in second. These two under the pump now. Alaskan Wind in third. Dove's Cry's not going anywhere fast, trying to stay on is Forever Bright, one of the outsiders, and then towards the outside Lark Lane tries to get going as well. Inside the closing stages they come. Strozzi's taking it up, but drifting towards the centre of the track. Alaskan Wind is still very much there though. Strozzi and Alaskan Wind inside the final half furlong to Forever Bright as the race up towards the line. Alaskan Wind and Strozzi, a thriller, very tight. I think Strozzi's just over Alaskan.
7 runners to jump 11 flights. One handsome dude in the pink, the red colours Callum Gilhooly, the blue and white hoop sleeves of Chives on the inside. Here is the first. One handsome dude over in front. Slightly awkward leap from Fraser Island, the chestnut currently at the back behind Christopher Robin. The veteran ever so much is on the outside, noseband and cheek pieces. And Calvinist is weighted with at the back early on. About 5 lengths at the most would separate the 7. 2 circuits in front of them from here. And running on to number 2, One Handsome Dude. Lee Edwards in the pink colours. Callum Gilhooly, Keelan Woods, and Ever So Much, and Richie McClernand on the outside. No dramas at the second. The banger winner, Chives, James Bowen, once again in the saddle, is on the inside following One Handsome Dude in a very close 4th. And then Fraser Island on the outside of James Best and Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin, the best turned out winner, and Calvinist and Brian Hughes last of the 7 as they run to flight number 3 with One Handsome Dude at what only looks a gentle pace in front. Ever So Much, who recorded his 15th victory last time up at Hexham. 15 wins from 68 starts. And he's in good form at the moment and sits in second place on the outside of Callum Gilhooly, and on the inner Chives, colours of Mrs. Rita Brown. Fraser Island is next, and then Christopher Robin, and Calvinist is the back marker, but only 4 or 5 lengths would cover them as they now come to the first of 2 hurdles on the far side. One Handsome Dude, Ever So Much, and Callum Gilhooly, the first 3. Chives on the inner, lightly raced 7-year-old. On the outside, Fraser Island, and then Christopher Robin and Calvinist as they get over the next obstacle. They've taken their first 5 here, and a fair bit of running to do before they get through where they started and towards flight number 6. One Handsome Dude leads the way to Callum Gilhooly, twice a winner at Newton Abbot last year, in second place and carrying top weight in this race. Callum Gilhooly, Ever So Much on the outside as they continue only to pot around with Chives on the inner, and then Fraser Island and Brendan Powell. Christopher Robin, formerly with Tom Lacey, now with Tom Gresson. On the inside of that, the blue and yellow, and Calvinist Kevin Frost, last of the 7. They've completed a circuit and now running on towards their 6th obstacle. And as they do so, Still in front is One Handsome Dude, over to Callum Gilhooly, and then ever so much on the outside. Chives is on the inner, Christopher Robin. You could throw a very large blanket over the 7 of them. Not much ground between first and last, and they're getting a big cheer. There is a circuit to go, and about 4 or 5 lengths cover them. One Handsome Dude, Lee Edwards leading, maybe just increasing the tempo a shade now, ever so much on the outside. Callum Gilhooly, Chives both handy. Here's the flight at the end of the home straight. Christopher Robin took that well, then Fraser Island and Calvinist as they head out on this final circuit. They've jumped 7, and they've got 4 more to take. One Handsome Dude in front of Callum Gilhooly second, ever so much in third. Chives around the inside, and then Christopher Robin coming towards their next obstacle. Still got 4 more to jump. Fraser Island and Calvinist still the back 2 over this next one. One Handsome Dude and ever so much to Callum Gilhooly in third place. Chives is still sticking to the inside. Christopher Robin, Fraser Island and Calvinist next. They've got 3 to take. Heading into the back straight. Lee Edwards just trying to step on it here on One Handsome Dude in front. He's been allowed to dictate. Still only 5 or 6 first to last, ever so much. Callum Gilhooly just getting a squeeze. Chives on the inside. A good jump by the leader. Christopher Robin is in 5th, then Fraser Island. Ever so much now just being pushed along. Calvinist is still in last. It's One Handsome Dude just by less than a length here to ever so much and Callum Gilhooly getting over that. Chives is still in 4th place. These are being followed. There's probably then a little gap of a length and a half to Christopher Robin and Calvinist. And Fraser Island on the outside. Just 1 flight left to take now. The Every Race Live on Racing TV Handicap Hurdle, ever so much. Callum Gilhooly, One Handsome Dude, all being driven. Chives in behind. Christopher Robin trying to get himself in the picture. Fraser Island, Calvinist is in last. Callum Gilhooly just takes the lead now to ever so much, just hanging in a little bit on the inside. One Handsome Dude. Chives looking for daylight. Calvinist going up the inner. Christopher Robin, Fraser Island both need to find something. They run towards the last. It's been quite slowly run. Calvinist trying to challenge up the inside of One Handsome Dude. Callum Gilhooly, Chives getting through. Here's the final flight. Callum Gilhooly going to be challenged by Chives. Keelan Woods and Callum Gilhooly in front of Chives and James Bowen. Then ever so much, Callum Gilhooly is in front. Chives sprinting on the inside. Callum Gilhooly, the tack slipping all over the place. Something's come off. The tack of the horse that passes the post in front. Callum Gilhooly.
Market suspended.
Come off. We'll see what happens there. Second.
By the running rail and the first colours of His Highness, and then Good Night Kiss, Blue Jacket Television next, and then Jazz Night and Rosina in the red coloured cap, the back marker. Elijah Conde has picked it up from Ubuntu as they go along the side. Just over 7 furlongs to go. Catatakers in third, and then Good Night Kiss, Television. Rosina relegates Jazz Night to be the back marker. Elijah Conde and Colin Keane have picked up a couple of lengths advantage with Ubuntu in second place. Mikey Sheehy in third is Carataker, and Ronan Whelan in 4th is Goodnight Kiss and Tom Madden. Rosina and Niall McCullough on the inside of Television, and Conor Maxwell with the back marker Jazz Night and Luke McAteer. Heading to the 5 furlong point, the halfway stage, and the leader is the favourite Elijah Conde. Lobbing along, a couple of lengths in front of Ubuntu, the dark jacket, and then Karateka on the inside of Goodnight Kiss, who's ridden along out of that turn. Then Jazz Night, who's picked up 2 positions. Rosina last but 1 with the back marker Television. Less than 4 furlongs to go as they head back for the straight in the 7-runner 3-year-old EBF Fillies maiden. It's Elijah Conde in front from Ubuntu, who's a little bit closer in second, and then Karateka. Jazz Night driven up on the outside of Goodnight Kiss, and then Rosina, and last of all is Television. Coming back to their point of departure, and it's Elijah Conde with, on the outside, Ubuntu, who's trying to get back on terms. Karateka's next. Rosina stays on the rail, the red cap, racing to the final furlong, and it's Elijah Conde, who's making a song and dance of it out there. On the outside is Ubuntu with Karateka staying on against the rail. These 3 across the track. Elijah Conde from Karateka and Ubuntu as they go towards the line. Elijah Conde has responded well to Colin King.
Gates back, and they're off and
Ma-
racing and
mark it
rearing up
in
really
play.
badly there. Look like Show Me, the bubbly Shuley, has lost all chance there at the start in the Floyd's Turf Care handicap over the extended 6 furlongs. Rose All Day, striped cap, got away well. Also there in the prominent position early is Fard in the white and black colours. They're then followed by Some Nightmare in the green. Missu Pete is relatively prominent there in the big cheek pieces. Down the centre of the track, Course Specialist, Our Man in Havana and Whiff Waff, followed then by Past Fact in the red and white colours. They're then followed by Moonshiner in the pink, followed then by Little Miss Lily, Peachy Carnan towards the rear of the field. Twice as likely towards the back as well, along with Poeta Brasilero. The chain also towards the back is Storm Melody, making their way down towards and inside the final 3 furlongs. And the lead is held by Fard. Problems there at the back of the field for Blue Cable, who's also now hopelessly tailed off. Inside the final 2 they go. Some Nightmare centre of the track. Fard, the white and black nearest to us. Our Man in Havana is trying to muster a challenge. They're then followed by Whiff Waff, Past Fact, Diamond Cottage as well. Inside the final furlong they go. And it's Some Nightmare stretching on to Fard, who's trying to battle back. Then Past Fact, Diamond Cottage, Whiff Waff, but it's a race up towards the line. It's Some Nightmare by a couple of lengths. Some Nightmare has been...
Cap chase. And on the run to the first, Full Spez is leading Sparkle and Shine, and getting over this first one in 3rd position, shortly to be in 2nd, is Short Cross Storm. The early back marker is Admiral's Sunset. Strong early pace here. Full Spez, Short Cross Storm. The favourite in 2nd here is fence number 2. And in 3rd, Sparkle and Shine, and then the yellow My Boy James. Well stretched out early here. Authorizo is in 5th. These front 2 are not hanging around. It is Full Spez in front by a length and a half to Brian Carver and Short Cross Storm. It's 5 then to Sparkle and Shine. In 4th position then is My Boy James ahead of Authorizo. Eva's Diva is having none of this early on, along with St. Brie Lady and Admiral's Sunset. 20 lengths first to last. Full Spez leads over that. And they've all managed to take it safely. Eva's Diva was novice-y on her first run over fences, as Full Spez denying Short Cross Storm the chance to make all. Getting over this next one, leader gave that a lot of daylight. Spent a fair bit of time in the air. All 8 of them have taken it, and Short Cross Storm has just about edged to the front now and has just got on to Full Spez. 10 lengths, or maybe 12, back to the 3rd, Sparkle and Shine, just in front of My Boy James in 4th. So the front 2 are good 10 or 12 lengths clear of the others. They'd be separated by about 5 lengths, 3rd place down to 8th as they turn in. And now Short Cross Storm has the lead. The Newton Abbott winner earlier this month has got where Brian Carver wanted him to be from the word go, and has opened up by 3 or 4 to Full Spez. 10 back to Sparkle and Shine in 3rd, who's been pointing, and is in front of My Boy James. Authorizo, the light blue and white on the inside, then Eva's Diva, St. Brie Lady and Paddy Brennan, and Paige Fuller and Admiral Sunset as they come towards their 6th fence. Short Cross Storm over. Front 2 not so far in front now. All 8 get over that safely. Short Cross Storm is running on towards the water jump. Number 7, taken once and once only in this race. Short Cross Storm over it to Full Spez in 2nd. Sparkle and Shine. Nothing dramatic at the water. In 4th, My Boy James. Just getting encouraged along, passing the paddock again. Eva's Diva. Short Cross Storm fired at the next one. The horse put in an extra stride, but got over it safely. St. Brie Lady gave that scant regard and stumbled a little on landing, still in front of Admiral Sunset. A Short Cross Storm, they've completed a circuit and head on towards fence number 9 of the 14. He leads by about 4 to Full Spez in 2nd. It's a similar distance back to Authorizo and Sparkle and Shine. Short Cross Storm over the next. The others are just closing Full Spez down a little bit. Still in 5th position is Eva's Diva. Then St. Brie Lady, My Boy James struggling, Admiral Sunset still the back marker. Fence number 10, Short Cross Storm. Again, he didn't show it a huge amount of respect, but leads by 4 lengths to Full Spez in 2nd. Authorizo and Sparkle and Shine are sharing 3rd place at the moment. Another 2.5 to St. Brie Lady going into 5th, just ahead of Eva's Diva. Admiral Sunset has relegated My Boy James to be last, but they are closing a bit on Short Cross Storm. Closing more than a bit, in fact, as they come to the first of 3 in the back. Short Cross Storm only by 3 or 4 now over, and Full Spez made a colossal blunder at that. Good sit Harry Bannister, but he's going backwards now. Sparkle and Shine, the purple on the outside. Authorizo and Henry Brook, the light blue and white. St. Brie Lady creeping into it as they get over the next one. Then Eva's Diva, Admiral Sunset from the back. Heading up and over the mound, it's still Short Cross Storm, but only by just over a length to Sparkle and Shine and Authorizo. Admiral Sunset then from Saintbury Lady and Eva's Diva, and they are clear of full spares. Here is the second last short cross storm in front of Sparkle and Shine. And Eva's Diva's made a bad blunder and unseated. Keelan was really not his night, as they now turn in with one left to jump, and in front is Short Cross Storm to Sparkle and Shine, who's now off the bridle. Authorizo likewise. Admiral Sunset in fourth. Short Cross Storm, has he got a little bit left? Sparkle and Shine is going to try and challenge on the outside. Coming down towards the last, Authorizo, one paced in third, then Admiral Sunset, and Sparkle and Shine has just taken the advantage here from Short Cross Storm as they run down towards the last. The leader's hanging a little bit. Short Cross Storm, another chance over the last. Authorizo getting involved. Sparkle and Shine challenged by Authorizo now. Authorizo and Sparkle and Shine, and Authorizo and Henry Brook getting to the front, and Authorizo is coming home to win it. Authorizo.
Bem, cá estamos, depois de termos feito aqui as corridas, dia este que era preferível não ter feito, já que foi em red, não é? Nunca é bom. Foi um dia que só vi uma pista à tarde, durante a tarde, durante as primeiras corridas, que geralmente há sempre 3 ou 4 pistas, só houve uma, porque supostamente havia 2, uma foi cancelada, e sinceramente quando assim é, mais vale a pena não fazer nada, porque na maior parte das vezes eu não fiz nada de jeito. Só na prática depois estava sempre muito desconcentrado, até que chegou aqui à altura que numa corrida fiz um lay, acho que foi em lay, e perdi, não quis assumir o prejuízo, perdi 15 euros, praticamente 16. Eu estava farto de carregar no X para cancelar a stake, mas mesmo assim a stake foi apanhada. Não consegui, depois devia ter assumido o prejuízo para ir com 7 ou 8 euros, não ou 2 na prática, para perder só metade, mas não. Mas deixei correr, na fé que ele perdesse, já estava chateado por aquilo de não ter cansado a tempo, e acabei por deixar que as emoções me controlassem. Depois a seguir, acalmei um bocadinho, de certa forma comecei a ser mais agressivo no mercado, até deu um bom resultado, recuperei o dinheiro todo, os 15 euros que tinha perdido, acho que estava em lucro aqui nesta corrida já estava em lucro de 1 euro, 1 euro e meio. Na última corrida, como era a última, mais uma vez o descontrole emocional, como era a última e queria fazer o dia, pensei, se este cavalo ganhar eu ganho 11 euros, na prática fico com o dia feito, fica um dia comum, apesar deste 16, fica um dia comum. Deixei, cheguei a estar a ganhar quase 4 euros, acho que eu a 3, podia ter dividido e ganhar vezes 3, ou então podia simplesmente ter feito uma free bet, que acabava a ser uma free bet de 8, que na prática também não era mau, mas queria o dinheiro todo que tinha para dar, e pronto, acabou por dar mau resultado, embrulhei-me lá todo e saí em prejuízo. Por vezes era preferível estar mais quietinho do que andar a fazer estas coisas. Aqui tem o profit, foi menos 6, foi 11% da banca, sobram-nos 48 para amanhã, quase tudo deu prejuízo, hoje quase tudo prejuízo, 40 cêntimos de perda por corrida, nada muito fora normal, já batemos aqui um novo recorde red, é 18,80, e agora aqui nas notas, na prática é o que já tinha falado, se houver só uma pista é preferível se calhar não fazer e aproveitar o dia, porque tive muito tempo aqui à espera e é chato, e é mesmo isto, as corridas é um sprint, isto não é um sprint, é uma maratona, porque na prática não vale a pena eu querer fazer o dinheiro todo num dia, porque se no outro dia vou perder dinheiro, por isso é preferível ficar tranquilo, ok, não fiz, não ganhei, mas no dia a seguir vamos com força e vamos outra vez fazer tudo de novo. Na prática é ter calma, mesmo aquela máxima de grão a grão é que se consegue chegar lá. Aqui a corrigir aspectos técnicos foi só mesmo aquele não fechei, ter que assumir o prejuízo a 2. Na pior das hipóteses tinha que assumir o prejuízo a 2 só porque sim, se ele fosse bem ou fosse mal, porque em termos de ganhos versus perdas, acho que é o ponto ótimo. É o ponto ótimo para se fechar. Em caso de pânico, é o ponto ótimo, porque só perdemos metade, porque de 2 a 1.1 perdes a outra metade, por isso é preferível fechar a 2. Mesmo que faças um layer 20, vem a 2, perdes só metade. De 20 até 2, fechas só metade. Perdes metade. De 2 até 1.01, perdes outra metade. Por isso, é sempre fechar 2. Ver se começa a fazer. Sim, vá. É tudo. Até amanhã. Vamos a isso.